I'm never kicking him before he comes down, too. I'm always letting him coast down to a walk. He doesn't have to stay up at a trot, but every time he goes down to a walk, he takes a step or two, and then I push him back up. That timing is crucial, because otherwise you're telling him that his idea is wrong. And the other way, where you wait for him to walk, where he had the idea to walk, you wait for him to walk, and you push him back up, you're just telling him you want another chance to try that up transition to a trot. It's two totally different things for the horse. And especially where he gets kind of cranky, you know, about being told to do something or working in general, you're really going to want to make sure that you always tell him that his idea was a good one. You know, if he has one, you can ride that. It's not a big deal. Now, it doesn't mean that things like running you into fences are a good idea. I mean, it's just, you just don't want to get too greedy with him, because then he'll get resentful. So just notice between, you know, a week ago today and today, how much better he can follow the feel on this halter. I can kind of lift and ask him for this and follow through with the leg, and I can get him to turn this circle right. And if I straighten him out and switch my legs and change my view and lift on this left side, see, he's still thinking right, but then he can follow it. He doesn't just throw his head and try to pull that lead rope away from me. I can ask him up and he can follow through on that. Again, he came down and then I asked him back up. Set up, that's your start for like a turnaround or a rollback. It's real easy. I mean, you can get a lot of stuff on the first couple rides, and if you start just ingraining that stuff early on, you don't have to get nasty about it. If you can just feel it and set them up for it, then you already have a, you know, a starter performance horse if that's what you want. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to have any issue, though. Like, I didn't think we would last time, but now I'm a lot more convinced that, I mean, he's not going to have any issue with any of it. So, like, right there, I was kind of offering him to step out. He was just kind of like, whatever. So that's where it was 1-2, and then I really got after him. It was like, hey, that's your move. I'll try setting him up for it again. Let him take a little break. Love on him for a second. Just let him plant and really go into park. And then see if he can follow the feel of my body, increasing in energy. That was a lot better. He didn't move out with gusto, but he did follow it. really ideally, where he keeps coming up with this idea, if I'm good at what I do, I'll be heading this off before he gets there, before I have to be pulling on that halter. Because really, I just want it to be an unpredictable thought. Now, the head thing that I'm talking about, that's definitely successful, but it's not very good at this stage just because we don't have a lot of head control right now. See if I can get a little softness in him. So I'm looking for him to kind of give to that halter, just drop his nose a little there. He's kind of thinking about it, so I'll do kind of half releases just on the tips of my fingers. This is really soft right in here. This is like butter on my hands. And that's the way I want to keep it, because I want him to be searching for those really soft feelings. This is always really hard. There's a sorrel mare I started a couple years ago, and I was on her for just shy of 90 minutes doing exactly this. And it was like we trotted circles, we loped, and I never moved my hands. She was just always right there. And then finally she got it, you know, she just dropped her head and she tried it. And I released her, and you couldn't get that horse hard on the bit again. I mean, it clicked that day, but it was just a matter of waiting it out. I don't think it's going to take him that long. I wouldn't have started it if I did, but. And if he just gets a little locked up, like right now I'm adding a little bit of left leg pressure and squeezing just a little, just to kind of help loosen him up and tell him that this doesn't mean that we just lock up and brace. The little bit of my right leg, and almost just kind of wiggle him into a softer headset. Getting the idea. And it's a little bit harder to do because, you know, it's a halter. You can't really get the same, my points of connection with the lead rope are exactly on the same spot on his face. I can't really get the side-to-side motion that a snaffle bit would offer me, but that's okay. It just means that he'll understand it a little bit better when he does get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this trotting was horrible. There he goes. There. And I'm certainly, like, where he's backing up, he's trying solutions. I'm not going to discourage that. What I'm looking for is that softness. I'm looking for him to drop his base and give that halter back to me, because right now I've pulled up and I pulled some of the tension onto it. And he's acknowledging that something is happening. All I know right now is that he doesn't have the perfect answer. So backing up, that's an answer, and I'm not going to discourage it at all. I'm not going to kick him forward. I'm not going to, you know, it's just not the one I'm looking for. But that's a lot of effort for him, I think. I think for him to be really thinking about it and saying, okay, I know you're up there. I know I'm being asked to do something. He's putting enough effort to just walk backwards. That's a big deal to him. to spend a lot of my time resetting his feet every time he kind of does something. Again, to just keep him from getting too locked up. Especially him, because he's just so like, cool, we're in one spot, not moving. So it's a good deal to kind of remind him, no, you're not, you're moving, like, we're doing stuff.